In the summer of 2032, NASA initiated one of the most ambitious projects in human history, a mission to drill 8 miles deep into the Earth's crust. The project, dubbed Deep Core, aimed to explore the geological and biological mysteries hidden beneath our feet. The location chosen for this unprecedented venture was the Kola Peninsula in Russia, where the Kola superdeep borehole had already provided invaluable data about the Earth's crust. However, NASA's goal was to push further than ever before, into unexplored depths that promised to unveil secrets we had only begun to fathom. As part of the mission, a diverse team of scientists and engineers was assembled. Among them was Dr. Emily Carter, a geologist with a passion for extreme environments and a thirst for discovery. Her relentless curiosity often drove her to challenge conventional wisdom, making her a perfect fit for the team. Alongside her was Dr. Marcus Chen, a seasoned geophysicist known for his analytical mind and cautious approach. He had spent years studying seismic activity and understood the risks involved in venturing into the Earth's depths. After months of preparation, the expedition set off, equipped with cutting-edge technology designed to withstand the extreme pressures and temperatures anticipated at such depths. The team traveled to the remote site, a desolate landscape dotted with barren trees and rugged terrain, surrounded by the vastness of nature. As they set up their base camp, excitement buzzed in the air. They were on the brink of uncovering secrets that could reshape our understanding of geology, climate change, and even life itself. The drilling commenced with great fanfare, and the team worked tirelessly, monitoring data and adjusting the drilling parameters as they descended into the unknown. At first, everything went as planned. They encountered various rock formations, each yielding samples that revealed the Earth's ancient history. But as they approached the 5-mile mark, anomalies began to appear in the data. Strange readings indicated unusual seismic activity, and the temperature soared unexpectedly. Despite the growing unease, the team pressed on. It was the thrill of discovery that drove them, the tantalizing prospect of uncovering something truly groundbreaking. A sense of camaraderie developed among the members, united by the shared goal of pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. However, beneath the surface of excitement lay a creeping dread, an unshakable feeling that they were encroaching upon something that should have remained untouched. As they neared the 8-mile mark, the atmosphere shifted. The air grew thick with tension, and the sense of adventure morphed into an ominous foreboding. Something was waiting for them below, and as the drill penetrated the final layers of crust, the team braced themselves for whatever lay ahead. As the days passed, the team's personalities began to emerge more distinctly against the backdrop of their shared mission. Dr. Emily Carter, with her short, tousled hair and bright eyes filled with determination, often found herself at the center of discussions. Her fearless nature inspired her colleagues, pushing them to consider risks they might otherwise shy away from. She had always been captivated by the Earth's mysteries, her childhood spent exploring caves and studying geological formations. This mission was a culmination of her dreams, and she viewed it as an opportunity to make a significant impact on the scientific community. In contrast, Dr. Marcus Chen embodied caution. With his meticulous notes and methodical approach, he often served as the voice of reason. He had seen too many projects end in disaster when ambition overshadowed safety. Marcus had a family waiting for him back home, and the thought of them weighed heavily on his mind. While he admired Emily's enthusiasm, he couldn't shake the feeling that their pursuit of knowledge could lead them into uncharted territory fraught with danger. The team also included Sarah, a young engineer with a knack for technology and a bright smile that could light up the darkest days. She quickly formed a bond with Emily, drawn to her passion and adventurous spirit. However, Sarah harbored her own fears, often feeling overshadowed by the experience of her colleagues. As they descended deeper, she grappled with self-doubt, wondering if she truly belonged on this groundbreaking mission. As tensions rose, the dynamics within the team shifted. With each passing day, the excitement of discovery clashed with the growing unease about what they might uncover. The camaraderie that had initially united them began to fray, revealing the complexities of human emotion under pressure. Each member of the team faced their internal struggles, wrestling with doubts, ambitions, and fears as they prepared to confront the unknown lurking 8 miles beneath the surface. As the drilling progressed deeper into the earth, the atmosphere among the team shifted from excitement to anxiety. Strange readings began to appear on their monitors, and it became clear that they were encountering something unprecedented. The seismic data indicated unusual vibrations, unlike anything they had recorded before. Marcus, ever the skeptic, voiced his concerns. "We need to analyze this data carefully. It could be a sign of instability," he warned, his brow furrowed in worry. Emily, however, was undeterred. "This is what we came for, Marcus. We can't turn back now. We're on the verge of a major discovery." Her enthusiasm clashed with Marcus's caution, igniting a heated debate within the team. Sarah found herself caught in the middle, torn between her admiration for Emily's passion and her respect for Marcus's experience. The tension escalated, creating an uncomfortable divide among the members. As they continued drilling, the pressure and temperature readings spiked alarmingly. The drill faced unexpected resistance, and the machinery groaned under the strain. Suddenly, the drilling equipment jolted violently, causing alarms to blare throughout the camp. The team rushed to assess the situation, fear gripping their hearts. It felt as though the earth itself was resisting their intrusion, warning them to turn back before it was too late. In the chaos, Sarah discovered a crack in the drill's casing, a sign that they were pushing too far too quickly. "We need to halt drilling," she shouted, panic rising in her voice. But Emily, fueled by ambition, insisted they continue. "We're so close. We can't stop now." The rift between Emily and Marcus deepened, dividing the team further as they struggled to balance their thirst for knowledge with the growing sense of impending danger. As they pressed on, the ground beneath them trembled ominously, sending shockwaves through the camp. The air grew thick with tension, and whispered fears of what lay below began to circulate among the team. Some members started to doubt whether they should have embarked on this mission at all. The excitement of discovery had morphed into a palpable dread, and they were left to grapple with the consequences of their ambition. With each passing moment, the conflict escalated, not just between Emily and Marcus, but within each team member's heart. The haunting question loomed large. What had they awakened 8 miles beneath the Earth's surface? As they braced themselves for the unknown, it became clear that their greatest challenge was not merely the depths of the Earth, but the depths of their own fears and aspirations. As the drilling progressed, various subplots emerged, adding depth to the overarching narrative of discovery and caution. One significant subplot revolved around Sarah, who began to develop a growing bond with Marcus. Though he often seemed stern and skeptical, she found comfort in his wisdom and experience. Their late-night discussions about the implications of their research allowed Sarah to express her insecurities, and Marcus became a mentor figure, encouraging her to trust her instincts. This budding relationship provided a counterbalance to the escalating tensions between Emily and Marcus. Meanwhile, Emily's obsession with the mission began to alienate her from the rest of the team. Her relentless pursuit of knowledge pushed her to make reckless decisions, often disregarding Marcus's warnings. This obsession was fueled by her past. She had lost family members in a tragic accident during an exploratory mission, and she viewed this opportunity as a chance for redemption. The pressure of her personal history weighed heavily on her, driving her to prove that she could conquer the unknown, even at the risk of her team's safety. Additionally, the team faced external pressures from NASA headquarters, which demanded regular updates and emphasized the need for groundbreaking findings. This external expectation heightened the stakes and added to the internal conflicts as team members wrestled with the desire to achieve extraordinary results while grappling with the moral implications of their actions. As tensions mounted, the team's unity began to erode. The subplots intertwined, revealing the complexities of ambition, mentorship, and personal grief, ultimately culminating in a collective struggle to balance their individual motivations with the safety and well-being of the group. The turning point came on a fateful day when the drilling reached a critical depth of 8 miles. As the drill bit broke through the final layers of rock, the atmosphere in the chamber shifted dramatically. A low, rumbling sound reverberated through the ground, causing the entire team to freeze in place. The monitors lit up with alarming data, indicating a sudden spike in seismic activity. Emily's eyes sparkled with excitement, but Marcus's face turned pale with fear. "Something's wrong," Marcus shouted, glancing at the readings. "We need to halt drilling immediately." Emily, however, was caught in the thrill of discovery. "We're so close. We can't stop now." The tension between them escalated, and Sarah felt the weight of their conflict bearing down on her. As the team debated, the ground shook violently, sending tremors through the chamber. The lights flickered and the alarms blared. Panic spread among the team members as they scrambled to secure their equipment. The drill began to malfunction, the machinery groaning under immense pressure. In the chaos, Sarah noticed a crack forming in the chamber walls. "We have to get out of here," she yelled, her voice barely audible above the cacophony. But Emily, driven by an overwhelming desire to uncover what lay beneath, insisted they stay. "We can't give up now. We need to see what we've found." In that moment, the rift between Emily and Marcus reached its breaking point. Marcus, unable to contain his fear any longer, shouted, "You're being reckless. This isn't just about discovery. It's about our lives." Just as those words hung in the air, a deafening roar erupted from the depths below, and the ground shook violently. The drill equipment shattered, sending sparks flying and debris cascading around them. The chamber began to collapse, and a blinding light burst forth from the drill hole, illuminating the terrified faces of the team. In an instant, the thrill of discovery transformed into a fight for survival. The team was faced with an unprecedented crisis, and they had to make a choice: to abandon their mission or to confront the terrifying unknown that awaited them. As the walls trembled and the light pulsated, each member of the team was forced to confront not only the external danger, but also their internal conflicts, ultimately deciding the fate of their mission and their lives. In the aftermath of the catastrophic event, chaos reigned within the chamber. The collapse had left them disoriented, debris scattered everywhere, and the once thrilling pursuit of knowledge had turned into a desperate fight for survival. The team members scrambled to regain their composure, their hearts pounding with fear and adrenaline. Emily, shaken but still driven, attempted to rally the team. "We need to regroup and assess the situation," she shouted, her voice echoing in the dim light. But the team was fragmented. Marcus had taken a step back, his skepticism transformed into a protective instinct. "We should find a way out," he urged, his tone grave. Sarah, feeling the weight of the circumstances, was torn between her loyalty to Emily and her growing concern for their safety. The reality of their situation began to sink in. They were trapped 8 miles deep inside the earth, with limited resources and growing uncertainty about the structural integrity of the chamber. Tensions that had been simmering finally erupted into full-blown arguments. "This was your fault, Emily," Marcus accused, frustration evident in his voice. "You pushed us too far." Emily, stung by his words, felt the sting of guilt wash over her. "I didn't mean for this to happen. We were so close." The emotional toll was palpable, and the team members faced not only the physical danger, but also the emotional fallout from their decisions as they struggled to navigate the chaos. A heavy silence fell over them. The initial excitement of discovery had vanished, replaced by an overwhelming dread of the unknown. They had awakened something beneath the surface, and now they were left to grapple with the consequences of their ambitions. The team was fractured, and trust had eroded, leaving them vulnerable in a situation where unity was their only hope for survival. Each member was left to confront their fears and insecurities, realizing that their greatest challenge was not just the external threats they faced, but the internal conflicts that had driven them to this point. In the wake of the collapse, the team faced a stark reality. The chaos of the moment had forced them to confront their differences and fears, generating a sense of urgency that transcended their previous conflicts. As minutes turned into hours, the gravity of their situation became increasingly clear. They needed to work together to survive, and they had to do it quickly. Emily, initially consumed by her ambition, began to reassess her priorities. The weight of her decisions pressed heavily on her conscience, especially as she witnessed the fear in her teammates' eyes. It was a pivotal moment for her. She realized that leadership was not just about pushing forward, but also about listening and valuing the contributions of others. "I'm sorry for my recklessness," she admitted, her voice trembling. "We need to focus on finding a way out, not just what's beneath us." Marcus, still nursing feelings of betrayal, found his resolve strengthening. He stepped into a leadership role, guiding the team in assessing their options. "We need to stabilize this area and create a safe passage to the surface," he said, his voice steady despite the uncertainty. He rallied the team, emphasizing the importance of collaboration. "Each of us has strengths we can utilize. Let's divide our tasks and tackle this together." Sarah, inspired by both Emily's vulnerability and Marcus's steadiness, stepped forward, offering her engineering expertise. "I can help reinforce the walls and check for any structural weaknesses. If we can create a secure area, we might have a chance to dig ourselves out." Her confidence grew as others began to contribute their ideas and skills as well. As they worked side by side, the atmosphere shifted. The camaraderie that had been frayed began to mend. They shared stories, laughter, and encouragement, which helped alleviate the tension. Each team member found a renewed sense of purpose, realizing that their individual growth was tied to their collective survival. Ultimately, they transformed their fear into determination. No longer were they just a group of scientists driven by ambition. They had become a cohesive unit, united by a common goal. The experience forged bonds that would forever change their perspectives on teamwork, ambition, and the delicate balance between exploration and responsibility. With newfound resolve, the team set to work on their escape plan. The immediate priority was to stabilize the chamber, ensuring it wouldn't collapse further. Marcus took charge of the structural assessment, utilizing his knowledge of geology to determine the safest areas to reinforce. "We need to focus on the walls closest to the drill site," he directed. "If we can secure that area, it may hold long enough for us to create an exit." Emily, feeling a renewed sense of purpose, worked alongside Marcus, gathering any available materials to help support the structure. "We can use equipment from the drill site itself," she suggested. "If we disassemble the protective casings, they might provide some reinforcement." Sarah joined them, her engineering skills coming to the forefront as she calculated the weight distribution, and the materials needed for reinforcement. "I'll create a makeshift support system," she said, her fingers flying over the plans she sketched in the dust. "If we can brace the walls effectively, we might be able to hold this section long enough to dig our way back up." As they worked, Emily initiated a team meeting to assign roles and responsibilities. "We need to coordinate our efforts efficiently. Marcus and I will focus on the structural integrity, while Sarah and another team member can start planning our exit strategy," she proposed. Tensions still simmered beneath the surface, but the urgency of the situation forced them to prioritize their survival over their personal grievances. Each member learned to communicate openly, sharing their ideas and concerns. They created a timeline, emphasizing critical milestones to ensure they remained focused and united. As the plan took shape, the team's morale began to improve. They shared moments of levity amid the stress, which helped build trust and camaraderie. Sarah noticed the change in Emily. Her once domineering demeanor had shifted into a collaborative spirit, and she felt empowered to contribute more freely. As they prepared for the next phase of their journey, they gathered their tools and made a final check of their resources. The air was thick with anticipation, but for the first time they felt a sense of hope. They had transformed their fear into action, and as they moved forward, they were ready to face whatever lay ahead in the depths below. The moment of truth arrived as the team stood at the edge of their makeshift escape route. After hours of hard work, they had stabilized the chamber sufficiently to attempt to retreat. The ground still trembled occasionally, a constant reminder of the danger lurking around them. Emily took a deep breath, feeling the weight of her decisions pressing down, but her determination remained strong. "Let's move cautiously and keep communication open," she instructed, her voice steady despite the lingering fear. Marcus led the way, carefully navigating the narrow path they had cleared. Each step echoed in the silence, amplifying the tension that enveloped them. The darkness seemed to close in, and Sarah felt her heart race as they descended deeper into the tunnel. "Stay close, everyone," she whispered, her eyes scanning the dimly lit surroundings. Suddenly, a loud crack echoed through the chamber, and the ground shook violently. The team froze, adrenaline surging through their veins. "We need to hurry," Marcus shouted, urgency lacing his tone. They pressed on, scrambling through the debris as the walls trembled ominously. As they advanced, they stumbled upon a massive underground cavern illuminated by an eerie glow. The sight was both breathtaking and terrifying. Bioluminescent organisms clung to the walls, casting an otherworldly light that revealed ancient rock formations. But the beauty was overshadowed by the realization that they were trespassing on something ancient and powerful. Emily felt a mix of awe and dread. "We have to document this," she urged, but Marcus shook his head. "We can't linger. This place could collapse at any moment." Reluctantly, Emily agreed, knowing that their survival depended on prioritizing escape over discovery. In a frantic race against time, they moved through the cavern, navigating treacherous terrain. The ground continued to shake, and the bioluminescent glow flickered ominously. Suddenly, the ceiling above them gave way, sending debris crashing down. "Run!" Marcus yelled, shoving Emily and Sarah forward. They sprinted toward the exit, adrenaline fueling their escape. As they reached the surface, the team emerged into daylight, gasping for air and relief. They had survived, but the experience had irreversibly changed them. The thrill of discovery was replaced by a profound understanding of the risks involved in their pursuit of knowledge. In that moment, they realized that true exploration meant not only uncovering the secrets of the Earth, but also confronting their internal struggles and fears. They had emerged from the depths not just as scientists, but as individuals forever transformed by their journey into the unknown. The harrowing journey into the depths of the Earth served as a powerful reminder of the delicate balance between ambition and responsibility. The team emerged not only with a renewed sense of purpose, but also with an understanding of the profound lessons learned from their experience. They had faced their fears, learned to collaborate, and recognized the importance of prioritizing safety over discovery. This mission, once driven by a thirst for knowledge, transformed into an exploration of resilience, teamwork, and the human spirit. Together, they forged bonds that would last a lifetime, forever changed by their encounter with the unknown. Years later, the team members, now renowned figures in their respective fields, often reflected on their life-altering expedition. Emily became a leading advocate for responsible exploration, emphasizing the need to respect natural boundaries. Marcus, inspired by the experience, focused on educating future scientists about the ethical implications of their work. Sarah, having confidently embraced her role, developed innovative safety technologies for deep Earth exploration. Their shared history became a foundation for mentorship, guiding a new generation of explorers. The lessons they learned in the depths remained a cornerstone of their careers, ensuring that the past mistakes would not be repeated. As we seek to explore the unknown, let us remember the importance of responsibility and collaboration. Our pursuit of knowledge should never come at the cost of safety or ethical integrity. We encourage aspiring scientists, researchers, and explorers to advocate for sustainable practices and prioritize the well-being of both their teams and the environments they study. Engage in discussions about the ethical implications of exploration, support policies that protect our planet, and educate others about the lessons learned from past adventures. Together, we can ensure that our quest for discovery enriches our understanding while safeguarding our world for future generations.